Hello. As you can tell, I'm not exactly flying. I'm a little bummed out about that. But I thought this might be a good opportunity to talk about a few things for us fellow pilots. I'm not going to be sharing anything new or exciting, but perhaps it can be something that you can keep in mind for the rest of you when you're making decisions on flying. I am on the road right now, headed up to Indiana, and I was supposed to be flying. And it's very cold. We're right now like the middle of November, and we're having temperatures like January, below January normals. So it's very cold, very frigid. When I was going to make this trip, it's kind of a company trip, it looked like the weather was going to be beautiful, other than it being cold. And today I was actually headed out to the airport, and I just looked off to the north, the direction I was going, and I saw just what looked like almost stratus clouds on the other side of the mountains. So I thought, well, let me take a look at the weather, just make sure. I mean, there was nothing in the forecast for destination, my departure, or anything in between. And I look at it, and immediately I see blue and a few red spots. Blue that there's some MVFR airports currently, and some IFR close by the route. And I was like, oh no. So I looked at the forecast, and within 12 hours, they've changed it from completely clear to tonight calling for snow moving into the area with low-end VFR, MVFR, possible isolated IFR conditions by morning. And I need to be heading out by like 10 or 11. Or it's going to be a very long weekend if I don't get out of here by then. So, it's one of those things. Now, as I am driving along, I'm actually seeing the stratus up here, coming in, showing the ceilings like 1900. Is it one of those things I could have flown? Yeah. Could I have made it up here? Probably. Could I have gotten home? Well, eventually. But that old get there-itis, I did that once a long time ago and said I learned my lesson. And I'm not going to go back on that I learned my lesson. So I'm driving. It's like it wasn't worth it. The plane's fine. I'm fine. I won't have to be worried about the schedule. It's going to take me a whole lot longer driving, but it is what it is. And I don't need to worry so much about the weather now. So I just want to encourage the rest of you pilots out there, when you're making decisions like this, really think, is this going to count? This is the heat of the moment for this day or two or whatever. But in 5 years, am I going to remember this decision-making process for the good or for the bad? And, if you don't remember it, you didn't do bad. If you remember it as a bad thing, well, there may not be any recovering from that. You know how that can turn out all kinds of different ways. So, you just got to remember, not everywhere you want to go is an airplane a fit for. It's a tool. And there's times where every tool in your box gets used for different purposes at different times. And that's the way it is with flying too. I'm bummed out, I'm not gonna lie. I was looking forward to making some content, and I haven't flown much this year, so I was like, man, this is perfect. I got an opportunity to do this and all that, and then this weather took a turn. Is what it is. But hey, the airplane's fine. I'll be good. we'll go try it another day. Maybe even do something more exciting than this trip was going to be. So that's all I wanted to share. See you later.